In today's video, we'll be looking at how to easily create or stitch different images to make an overall panorama image inside of Affinity. So before starting, if you want the exercise files that we will be doing in this particular video, please find the link for the files in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So to stitch multiple images into a panorama, first of all we need to do is navigate to the top and select File, navigate below and navigate above New Image Process option. Inside the New Image Process option, you can see that we have Panorama. Click on it, and after clicking on Panorama, you can see that we have now new Panorama box popped up. Now inside of this new Panorama box, let's navigate below and select Add button. And after selecting Add button, you can already see that I have prepared multiple panorama images. So I'll select Panorama Images 1 folder, and within the Panorama Images 1 folder, let us select all the panorama images, which are different parts of an entire panorama image. So let's navigate below and click on Open. Now after clicking on Open, you can see that Affinity has successfully loaded each of the individual panorama images inside of our images portion inside of new panorama box right here. If we scroll it, you can see that we have all of the panorama images right here. So if you do not want to include any one of the part among many of the parts, you can simply uncheck it. However, I will include all of the panorama images. So I'll check everything, and after checking everything, now let's navigate below and click on Stitch Panorama. After clicking on Stitch Panorama, you can now see that it has processed and successfully created a new overall panorama image like so on the panorama box to the right of new panorama box. So now let's navigate below and click on OK. So after clicking on OK, you can now see that Affinity has successfully stitched each and every one of the panorama images and created an overall panorama images by stitching them. So the next thing that I want to point out here is, as I have created these individual panorama images from already processed whole panorama image, I'll not be using any other tools in order to fix it. However, if you have naturally captured panorama images through your phone camera or any professional camera, then in those cases, you might find that you have an issue of alpha spaces outside of the actual size of panorama images. That is, there will be transparent images or white images that does not have information outside of this particular panorama image or any of the panorama image that you will capture. So in those cases, what you can do is you can simply use the crop tool in order to crop your image to only show the information that is visible and hit on apply, and then you will be able to see all of the information that was retained or inside of the panorama images that you have captured individually. Similarly, let's go ahead and again go to our file menu, and below the file menu, let's hover over New Image Process option and then select Panorama option. And after selecting Panorama option, now similarly, let's add our rest of the panorama images. And to do that, I'll simply click on the Add button, navigate up and select Panorama Images to folder again and select everything inside of that. And after selecting every slice of the panorama images, I'll again click on Open in order to add all of those. And next, again, I'll simply click on Stitch Panorama. It will process it and create a new panorama image for us. And now let's click on OK. So it has stitched the rest of the panorama image as well. So this time, what I want to notify you about is, whenever you capture panorama images, instead of adding the crop tool in order to fix the alpha portion or the areas that do not have image information after capturing the panorama image, what you can also do is you can use this particular inpainting missing areas tool, which will automatically analyze your existing image information and fill in the missing areas with those appropriate information inside of it in order to complete the panorama image with all the information that is required. So I hope you understand the essential concept here. So now finally, in order to commit our panorama, I'll simply click on apply and it will create the new panorama image like so. So this is how you can easily create panorama inside of Affinity with few steps. So if you find this video helpful, please click on the like button, and for more tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit down the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.